one bit here. The in terms of the playoff, the TV times are out. We've discussed this a bunch. We talked a whole TV bit going up against the NFL. Go back a couple episodes or an episode or two, and I thought it was a pretty good discussion, if I do say so for ourselves. But they put out the times and the broadcast partners. TNT is going to broadcast 2 first-round games. That's fine. I'm sure they'll do a great job. The Saturday, December 21st, first-round games will be TNT at noon and then at 4. The quarterfinals, here's my issue, and we kind of knew this was coming, but January 1st will be the Chick-fil-A Bowl, Peach Bowl, will feature one of the quarterfinals at 1 p.m. There will be a New Year's Eve game at 7:30, which I like. Game should be over by 11:30, something like that. I kind of, that's fine. One game, no problem. Then we have a triple header on New Year's Day. I mean, that's going to be unbelievable. So great. Just add another game. But game 2 is the Rose Bowl. And the Rose Bowl's kickoff time on ESPN? 5 p.m. Eastern.
5 o'clock.
The Rose Bowl.
Shocking.
Nobody could make the Rose Bowl move to 4 p.m. Eastern. They got to have the sunset at the end of the third quarter. That's what they want. This is when we play. And in some level, I appreciate these stubborn folks out there in Pasadena with their flower tradition, except when they have to move it for the NFL. But other than that, 5 p.m. The game should be at 4. The game is at 5. The game is at 5, and the problem isn't at 5. It's that the All-State Sugar Bowl is now scheduled for 8:45 Eastern.
It'll be 9:15.
It'll be late.
Yeah. And it will end at 1 a.m. like it did last year.
That's right.
So once again, if there's overtime, of course there could be overtime. Oh my God, Alabama and Michigan. It was a close game. What's overtime? Who could have ever imagined? Everyone? I don't know who's going to be in the Rose Bowl. If I could pick it, I would no longer do this podcast and I would just sit back on my futures bet. But I do not know that. But I know that the game is likely to be close and could go to overtime. And so once again, we could have a January 1st where you are so excited to watch college football that the 8:45, we get a game, one of the epic games in college football, like last year's Texas-Washington game, where a large portion of their hardest core fans really have to make a massive sacrifice to watch one of the most important games of the year. And this schedule on January 1st should be Chick-fil-A Bowl at noon. All of a sudden, big noon kickoff, doesn't matter. They'll cut into your tailgate time. But the Rose Bowl at 5, it should be noon, 4, 8.
Yep.
That's all I got. I don't even know.
Come
on, Rose Bowl.
Right.
The sun will set at the very end of the game. Like, you could have the game-winning kick. Right as the San Gabriel's light up in purple. It could be incredible. Live a little, Rose Bowl people.
No, they want their poetry and video at the third quarter, so then they can actually, cover the game theoretically in the fourth quarter. So
why can't anyone make them move? Why is this impossible? I know.
I don't know. History and tradition, Dan.
We have a contract. History and tradition.
Well,
Oregon is in the Big Ten. Stanford is in the eight. Don't tell me about tradition.
Yeah.
These people don't care at all about any of it. We could have Ohio State, Michigan play 3 consecutive weeks. Auburn, Alabama. Let's have 3 Iron Bowls. Oh, tradition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour.
You're not going to like what could happen in the new playoff and the new contract starting in 2026, which is the Rose Bowl as a permanent quarterfinal played on its same date in time.
I'm fine if they just move it an hour. Move it an hour. Remember the tradition of the Rose Bowl when they played it at AT&T Stadium in Arlington and the sun? Remember that? And the sun set over the Walmart.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's incredible. The visions The strip malls of the Metroplex suburban sprawl lit up in purple. It was, I mean, I'd shed a tear. America, man. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I don't know what to do.
It's only tradition when it also is dictated to help TV rating.
I'd say I'm an old man, like, you know, you get off my lawn, but I'm yelling at older men. And I've been yelling it since I was a younger man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally asking, you know, to stop being so stuck in your ways. I got nothing. I had nothing.
Man yells at old man.
Yeah, older
who yells
men,
at clouds.